Go.
Now we're going to ride the old riverfront trolley. We are going to board the old riverfront trolley.
Astoria is a wave to the child over here on the right-hand side. Astoria, an official Coast Guard city. We have 2 buoys, 2 cutters that are here, and a buoy tender upriver about 10 miles. The fence posts are used harpoons. At one time we had a whaling business in the area. On the right-hand side is the Columbia River bar pilots. Would go on and take them upriver. This was a business that moved vintage hardware. Bringing back a ferry, so we may have maybe a ferry landing again. Coming up to our next stop,
Actually, both those things.
Here we have a number of breweries in town.
Stop!
In the city. It's a lot of fun when we have snow and ice. Coming up on your right-hand side into the parking lot into this area. The viewing station there, people often fish for sturgeon. We'll fuel up. Shanghaiing people to serve on the vessels was a diesel engine from a vessel that crashed. It was put into the White Star cannery, and when the cannery burned, it stayed.
Is that art? The bridge we're on earlier was called low too.
On your left-hand side, we have Astoria warehousing. All the salmon out is caught and canned in Alaska, and it's sent down here without labels. They would label it here, would tell them what grade of tuna they want or salmon they want. And it's supposedly salmon, I misspoke. And it would be because we're bigger than they are.
Looks like they have to stand over here.
Coming up on your left is the Hilton Express. And if you look to the right as we pass the Hilton, there's Astoria's Beach. There were a lot of Canadian geese there earlier. I don't know if they're still there. Okay, look, 90 degrees here. Coming up on the... They have a memorial once a year in which they throw flowers into the water to remember the people. On the right hand side, to the right is the Port of Astoria mooring.
Here guys. Here. All right.
Take the handle, the brass handle on the back of the seat, and very gently, because she's an old lady, lift it up and turn the seat.
All right. Careful, guys. Careful. You need help,
Have
Hannah?
them come out into the
Here,
aisle.
here, Hannah.
You're
Come
gonna
on,
watch her
Yana.
little
Come on,
fingers.
come on, come on. Watch, watch, watch. Alright.
Okay, now, if everyone on the left-hand side would
Say all aboard.
Not yet. Not
So they can go come out.
What?
What makes this ride a ticket ride? Otherwise, it would just be a B ticket. Your hotel that Carol told you about. Take a walk out there if you're in town for a couple of days. They got a wonderful picture collection on their mezzanine level of historical pictures. Immediately on our left was the box factory and the machine shop for the original cannery that stood out there. Since been and take a look in that main entrance if you're out and you're not going to eat. Take a look at those big beams when they reskinned that building. They tore all the way down to the main support beams. It was quite exciting. They came over a single man, they needed a place to stay until they made enough money to build a house. So these boarding houses were all over the place. This is about the last one in existence. Smolny Hall, the big white building, 1886, the Finnish Brotherhood started meeting there and they still meet there. So Finntown, as it says, was full of Finns. All the Swedes, Norwegians, and Danes settled in upper town, some upriver a ways at the other end of our route. Again, old 300 was built in St. Louis in 1913. We've had her here on the track since '99. What you see inside is mostly redone, just woodworking. This was a transition trolley, so it's steel and wood. We wish it was all steel because we wouldn't have to deal with dry rot. That's a constant upgrade every winter. We're down for 3 months during the winter and put it over the pit that we have back there in the trolley barn.
Close to the winter. Good thing they come in the winter.
For that time period. People accuse us to show where people that have a right to build back out over the water. In other words, they own the buildings that were on these pilings and they can build back over there. Once the pilings are gone, the rights are gone, more or less, and it's very murky to try and figure out where people have rights to. The green buoy out there in the river marks the north side of the ship channel, so that's the Washington side of the ship channel. The ship channel runs up and down our waterfront here. It's about 600 feet wide in our area. In the area of Astoria. And you see red buoys, they mark the south side or the Oregon side of the ship channel. So out in the river, and you'll probably see one. It's very unusual that we don't get a couple in during the night. House condos they built in the 70s, and GPS hadn't been invented yet, a couple other things, and people didn't know about living that close to the ship channel. It does come all the way almost to the shore in this area. So not last year, those now people more or less keep track of them when they come on the market, which isn't all that often.
No, not video.
We're going to show you some sites. Carol remarked about a few on the way west, going back east. We'll talk about some big cargo ships when they come up and down the river. They have to be between shore and that green buoy you see out there directly when it's going by. We get an average of 10 to 12 a day going in and out, in or out. But here at 6th Street, we'll show you another movie scene. If you look to your right, you're going to see the fast food restaurants.